up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give her a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 + 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna start and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant who came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss. Had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Petrie with a tight coverage for the breakup. You look at the defense for these Texans. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Texans will take over. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just meet the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Stroud out of the gun here. That's complete to Dell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Down the right sideline. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains.
Brian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
The Jaguars.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Jaguars 6, Texans nothing.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the quick, right?
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Second and a couple.
Brings up second down.
Now Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
First down, Houston.
Here's Stroud. Got his man down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Touchdown. Here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derek Stingley puts it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he was trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Jaguars at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. They won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Going for it, here's ETN. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mixing up the middle. Breaks a tackle. He's got it to the 43 here.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Stroud looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mixon diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Well, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
All right.
Final play of the half. Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 38 now, here's second in the yard.
Brings up second.
Stroud. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Houston.
All right.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Back to throw. Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break 3, and it's third down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Mixon running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A shotgun snap to Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Stroud working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
It really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On second down, ETN once more. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
For a Jaguars.
Let's go.
First and 10.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
The PA team will extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
To kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now they'll try to run a reverse here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Easy.
Now ETN to start the drive. They're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. Targeting Thomas. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, but they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go, gotta have it, Lawrence. And it's incomplete, they cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. Evades him at the 10. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. In motion right, that's Dell. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Stroud will let this go deep for Collins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
18. What's that? No.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Nixon will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kylie Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. if they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brown lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. There he goes, right side. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now a pause for the injury, and that is as Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
First down, Texans.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Why, Tony?
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Oh, ready.
And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The kick is
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for the final drive outside a game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, let's go.
A final shot now for Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously.